People don't typically say a good day. That's because in English, if identical letters follow one another, like the D in our example, they are fused or assimilated together. Just like when we say things like good deeds and fast train. Even if they are not completely identical and they are only similar, sharing some characteristics, they would still be fused together. Like when the D comes after the T. So we say sweet dreams, and we don't say sweet dreams. We fuse the T with the D into one letter. These are general speaking rules, so they are not limited to the English language, which means that they happen also in Arabic. And more importantly, they must be followed if you want to fine-tune your Qur'an recitation. And this is what we're going to talk about today. In Arabic, if two identical letters follow one another, they will be assimilated or fused together into one, while keeping the same tashkil of the second letter. Pay attention, because this happens only if the first letter has sukoon on top, which is this sign or no sign at all, like these examples. أينما تكونوا يدرككم الموت كلا بل لا يخافون الآخرة وقد دخلوا بالكفر وهم قد خرجوا به. Here we notice that identical letters are fused together into one, when the first of which has sukoon. So the first example, the kaf, is repeated in this word. The first has sukoon because it has nothing on top. And that's why we say yudrikkum, and we don't say yudrikkum. That is not correct. And in the second example, we see the lam at the end of the word bel and the lam at the beginning of the word la. So we say bella, not bellila. That is not correct. And in the third example, the dal at the end of qad and the dal at the beginning of dakhalu. So we say waqad dakhalu. So we turn them into one dal, as long as the first of which has sukoon on top. But if the first letter has tashkil, nothing special will happen, like these examples. فإذا قضيتم مناسككم فاذكروا الله أحل لكم صيد البحر وطعامه. Here we see that kaf followed another kaf, but the first one has fatha on top and the second one has dhamma. So this means that we're going to pronounce both of them without any problems, and we said manasikakum. And in the second example, the lam in uhilla has fatha on top, so we said uhilla lakum. So if there is tashkil on top of the first of the two letters, nothing special is going to happen. But letters don't have to be 100% identical to be fused in Arabic. If they share a lot of characteristics, they will still be fused together as long as the first of which has sukoon. And what happens is that the second of the two letters prevails over the first, like the example we mentioned in English in the beginning. So we said sweet dreams. Here the D came after the T. So the D prevailed over the T. We said sweet dreams, not sweet dreams. So the D came on top. And that is exactly what we're going to do in Arabic. There are 6 different combinations to learn that came in the Holy Quran and that we have to pay attention to. Number 1 is the combination between dal and ta. And these two are fused together. And the second of which is the ta, will prevail over the dal, like these examples. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي لقد تقطع بينكم وضل عنكم ما كنتم تزعمون. Here in the first example we see قد تبين. And when we fused these two together, the dal will completely disappear. So it is as if these two words will be pronounced like that. قد تبين. And in the second example, the dal and the ta, لقد تقطع. That is the correct pronunciation. Second, when the dal comes after the ta, the dal will prevail, because in this case, the dal came second, which means it will prevail over the ta, like in these examples. فَلَمَّا أَثْقَلَتْ دَعَوَا اللَّهَ رَبَّهُمَا لَئِنْ آتَيْتَنَا صَالِحًا قال قد أجيبت دعوتكما فاستقيما. Here we said أثقلت دعوى الله. We didn't pronounce the ta, we completely hid the ta, and we only focused on the dal because it came second. And in the second example we said أجيبت دعوتكما for the same reason. The third combination is the dhal plus the dha, and they will be fused together, and since the dha came second, this means that the dha will dominate the first, like in these examples. وَلَن يَنفَعَكُمُ الْيَوْمَ إِذ ظَّلَمْتُمْ أَنَّكُمْ ولو أنهم إذ ظلموا أنفسهم جاءوك. Here we notice that the dha prevailed over the dhal in both examples. The next combination, number 4, it is when the ta is followed by ta. And by now you can already guess that the ta will be pronounced and the ta will be dropped, like in these examples. ولولا فضل الله عليك ورحمته لهمت طائفة منهم وإذ قالت طائفة منهم يا أهل يثرب. In both examples, the ta came on top and was pronounced rather than the ta. So we said لَهَمَّتْ طَائِفَةٌ, and in the second example we said قَالَتْ طَائِفَةٌ. So the ta is gone, and we're not allowed to say وَإِذْ قَالَتْ طَائِفَةٌ. That is not the proper way to pronounce this ayah. Moving to the next combination, which is the lam when it is followed by ra, which means that the ra will be pronounced rather than the lam, like in these examples. وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ قُلْ رَبِّ إِمَّا تُرِيَنِّي مَا يُوعَدُونَ. In both of these examples, the ra was pronounced and the lam was dropped. So we said بَلْ رَفَعَهُ, and we did not say بَلْ رَفَعَهُ. That is not correct. And in the second example, we said Korrabi. The last combination is between the ba and the mim. And there is just one single example in the whole of Qur'an when this happens, which is found in this example. يا بني اركب معنا ولا تكن مع الكافرين. Here we noticed that the mim was pronounced and the ba was completely dropped. So we didn't say اركب معنا, but we said اركب معنا because the mim came second, which means it will prevail over ba. Now one more thing. There's just one single and an important exception to these, which is the combination of ta when it is followed by ta. Normally, the ta will prevail since it is the second letter, but not in this case. Here, there is a partial fusion between these two letters, which means that we will keep some traits from both letters, not everything. So we will pronounce the ta without echoing it, without qalqala. And the ta will follow very lightly when pronouncing the tashkil on top. Like in these examples. وَمِن قَبْلُ مَا فَرَّطْتُمْ فِي يُوسُفَ فَقَالَ أَحَطْتُ بِمَا لَمْ تُحِطْ بِهِ. Notice that we normally would echo the ta since it has sukun on top. But here, we will have to dim it, and it will be followed by the moving ta. So it is wrong to say مَا فَرَّطْتُمْ with the qalqala. You have to dim down the ta in this position when it is followed by the ta, and you will say مَا فَرَّطْتُمْ. It is possible that you will not get it the first time because it's not the easiest combination, but like I always say, practice makes perfect. So let's recap. When letters follow one another in Arabic, they are either different, identical, or similar. If they are different, then there is no problem. And if they are identical, then we completely fuse them into one letter if the first of them has sukun. And if they are similar, like these combinations, then the second letter will almost always prevail over the first one. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something new today. If you did, please like and share the video for other people to learn from it. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.